On to Division 1 we go. Calumet and Arthur, a couple of teams not very far apart from each other if you really consider how far they've come to get to this tournament. Arthur in central to southern Illinois and Calumet in northwestern Indiana. Just a few hours apart. So, a 1-0 lead for Arthur here early as Calumet will be on the left-hand side of your screen in those red uniforms. Arthur in the blue uniforms to your right. And we're tied at 1. Back to serve for Calumet is Lily Wiersma. As the senior lets it fly, that goes out of bounds. And it'll be a 2-1 lead here for Arthur. At least I think it should be 2. So back to serve for the Conquering Riders as sophomore Victory Sisney. Set to the outside, put across there by Foster. And set this time to the middle. That's blocked up front. So Arthur will continue here. Now to the outside. That hammered by Sophia Foster. Still alive though and put across. To the outside again. Foster again. And that one's finally in. And the kill will tie things up at 2. Lindsay Mast in for Arthur. Carissa Wigbaldi in for Calumet. Along with Kennedy Penwitz. And the junior to serve for Calumet here. Set back to the middle. That ball hammered up front by Yoder, and then she'll tip it back down to get the point. 3-2 is the lead here for Arthur. So a serve from Lila Kaufman, played to the middle, tipped across. That's still alive and will eventually fall in. So we're tied at 3. Abby Eisinga to serve for Calumet. Serve here, played back to the outside. That blocked up front. And now a 4-3 lead for Calumet. Calumet Christian School out of Griffith, Indiana. They were 30-6 on the year before the NACA tournament, coached by Jen Landcrone, who's been coaching varsity for 5 years now. Set back to the middle, and that ball unloaded on by Sophia Foster. And a 5-3 lead for the Patriots. They came in first place in the Argos tournament, first place in the Grace of Kankakee tournament, and first in the FAFCA tournament all this year. Serve here, played back to the middle, and now a 6-3 lead for Calumet. They're also third in the Coach Casey Classic, second in their conference, first in regionals, and they were also state champs for their association in Indiana. So a lot of awards going home to Calumet this year. That ball hammered, but then dug back out. This will come to the near side for Liana Kaufman for Arthur, and she'll get the kill, making it now 6-4. For Arthur Christian, out of Arthur, Illinois, 34-1 coming into the NACA tournament, coached by Cheryl Gingrich in now her 10th year. Arthur came home with the ACSI State Tournament Championship. It's actually more like a regional involving multiple states. And that ricochets off the ceiling. Now played back on the near side, and that kill for Liana Kaufman. Make it 6-5. Arthur's been coming to the NACA for 4 years. They won it in 1995 as Arthur Mennonite. And actually, Cheryl Gingrich, the coach, played on that team. It's the last time Arthur won it. Would have been my, let's see, senior year in high school for that matter. So this played back across. It's set in the middle, and the kill there for Haley Rhodes, and now a 7-6 lead for Arthur. Ava Yoder continues to serve. Came into this tournament with 208 kills on the year. She made the all-tournament team in all of their tournaments they participated in this year, and she made MVP in 3 of them. Back to the near side. This sent across by Kaufman. That is out of bounds. And we're tied at 7. So back to serve for the Patriots is Sophia Foster. That played up front, tipped across by Miller. And Calumet is in the net. 8-7 the lead for Arthur. Lindsay Mast to serve. And that goes into the nets. So we're tied at 8. Back in for Calumet comes Hannah James, a 5'9" senior. Serve play to the outside. That was blocked up front, but still falls in. So the kill for Keisha Miller. 9-8 Arthur leads, and Miller gets set to serve. Sets into that back line to Foster. Now back up front. That's blocked. Calumet with an opportunity here. Set to the outside. And that hit into the net by Victory Sisney. Tied at 9. Caitlin Landcrone to serve for Calumet. Set to the outside. That blocked out of bounds. And we'll say now a 10-9 lead for Arthur. And set to the outside. That blocked up front. And that falls in for another kill for Calumet. Back to serve will be Lily Wiersma. Chloe Mast into the lineup for Arthur. And that goes out of bounds. Service error makes it 11-10. As Liana Kaufman back in for Arthur. To serve for the Conquering Riders is Victory Sisney. Play back, and there's an illegal hit on Abby Isinger. Now 12-10. Let's play back to the outside. Put across by Foster. Set to the far side. Tipped across. A diving save. Hit out front by Kaufman. That dug out. Now outside Foster, and she'll get the kill. 12-11 the lead for Arthur. As Kennedy Penwit will serve here for Calumet. Play to the middle. Yoder will just put it across and down. Make it 13-11. Set serve into the net. This set across. Now tipped over. This track down, hit into the net. And a 14-12 lead for Arthur. Haley Rhodes back in, as well as Jenna Constant for Calumet. And Ava Yoder to serve. Let's play back up front, set across, and we have a double hit, making it now 15-12. Out front, tip back across. Now sent over by Kaufman to the outside. Put there by Landcrone. Set in the middle, Foster, that's dug out, and finally punched across by Lindsay Mast. This set across and down. 15-13, the lead for Arthur. Sophia Foster back to serve for Calumet. Foster's serve, return back up front. Set in the middle, that hit out of bounds by Lily Wiersma, 16-13. Arthur with the lead. Lindsay Mast back to serve again. Played back and put across by Kennedy Penwitt. Set to the middle, and that will fall in for the kill for Haley Rhodes. Make it now 17-13 as Erin Mannion in for Calumet. Set to the middle, and that's a kill for Lily Wiersma. Jenna Constant will get set to serve as Hannah James comes back in. Jenna Constant with a 97% serve success rate. Back to the middle, that bumped across. And that one blocked up front, now pushed. And tipped back across. Arthur with an opportunity here to the outside. Put across by Sisney. That's blocked up front. Back outside to Wiersma, who hits it into the net, making it now 18-14. Keisha Miller to serve for Arthur. Tip back across. Good save on that back line by Mass. That hit out of bounds. Making now 18-15. Serve hit into the net. Now 19-15. So Haley Rhodes with the serve, played to that back line, and a kill there for Foster, making it 19-16. As Lily Wiersma will get set to serve. Lily was all tournaments at the Coach Casey Classic. As it's played back over on the near side, and somebody for the Patriots is in the net. It's now 20-16. Victory Sisney to serve it up here for Arthur. Set to the outside. Foster just in on that near side, making it now 20-17. Kennedy Penwitt checks in along with Carissa Wigboldy. As Penwitt back to serve. Kennedy with a 96% serve accuracy. In fact, 4 players on this team for Calumet above 90 as that hit out of bounds, now 20-18. Serve here, played back on the near side. That's put across, now set to the middle, and that's just put over by Foster. Yoder, that's in that far corner. Make it 21-18. Serve here from Lila Kaufman, who, by the way, is in the Army National Guard. As Kaufman will continue to serve. 22-18 is the lead for Arthur. Timeout. We're back in 1 minute as you watch the NACA. So out of the timeout, 22-18, the lead for Arthur. And back to the near side, put across there by Kaufman. In the middle, that is in on that far side. So 22-19. Back to serve is Abby Eisinger. Abby was on the all-tournament team at the FAFCA tournaments earlier this year. And we have an illegal hit on Arthur, make it 22-20. Serve played down to the middle, and that will fall in for another kill for Ava Yoder, making it 23-20. Haley Rhodes in for Arthur. Jenna Constant back in for Calumet. Yoder with the serve. Played now up front and just set over. That put deep and out of bounds, 23-21. As Erin Mannion will check back into the lineup. And Sophia Foster to serve. Sophia actually with a 37% kill rate so far this year. And that blocked up front. Set back, Foster tracks it down. Now to the outside, put across there by Landcrone. Back to the middle. It's still alive and sent across. And that hammered inside the back corner. And Haley Rhodes gets the kill, 24-21. The lead for Arthur, and now set points for the Conquering Riders as Lindsay Mast will get set to serve. And Mask puts that out of play. So 24-22. Hannah James back in for Calumet. And Jenna Constance back to serve. And timeout to Arthur back in 1 minute. You're watching the NACA. And that serve goes out of bounds out of the timeout. So Arthur will take set one, 25-22. We'll take a 3-minute break. Be back with set number 2 last night.
Can one choice change a life? When it's a big choice like choosing a college, it's safe to say yes. Put yourself in the shoes of a new student. You want teachers you can really learn from, classes you look forward to, friends who share your faith, and times you won't forget. But more than that, you want a college that prepares you to serve God with your life. Pensacola Christian College offers all this and more. Come see what a Christ-centered campus is like during college days at Pensacola Christian College. Visit pcci.edu for more info.
So start of set number 2 and a 1-0 lead here for Arthur as Haley Rhodes back to serve. He's tracked down on the far side. And once again, Arthur with an opportunity here. Set in the middle, and Yoder hits that out of play. So we're back tied at 1 as Chloe Mast back in for the Conquering Riders. And Caitlin Landcrone to serve. Serve played to the outside. Yoder fires. Good dig on the near side by Constant. And that hit out of bounds. By the way, Caitlin Landcrone at a 93% serve success rate. And also leads in serve receive at 84%. Back up front, that tip short of the net. Now we're tied at 2. It's back to serve for Calumet is Lily Wiersma. Wiersma's serve, track back on the near side, and put across by Mast. And up front, a little bit of miscommunication, and a 3-2 lead for Arthur as Stayana Esparza checks in for Calumet. Serve here into the net. All tied up at 3. Kennedy Penwick checks back in along with Carissa Wigboldy. And Penwick will get set to serve. Serve played back to the near side. Yoder hits that into the net. And now a 4-3 lead for Calumet. You know, we talked a little bit about Arthur, but Calumet has a long-standing history here at the NACA tournament. We'll tell you more about that here in just a moment. It's put across, and now the Patriots an opportunity. Set to the near side. That hit out of bounds by Carissa Wigboldy. And we're tied at 4. Calumet won in 2002 the Division II championship. Then in 2007, 2010, 2011, 2012, 2013, and 2014, they won the division championship every single one of those years. So Calumet has a long history in this tournament. And off that kill, it's a 5-4 lead. So 5 years in a row, from 2010 to 2014, Calumet won the overall championship here. Now they find themselves back in Division I as that hit into the net by Abby Eisinger. As Jenna Constant will check back in. All tied at 5 as Lindsay Mast tying her shoe down there. She'll be set to serve it up here for Arthur in just a moment. So Mast with the serve. Tracks back to the far side. That hammer just out of bounds by Sophia Foster. And a 6-5 lead for Arthur. So Mast with the serve. That ricochet somehow cleared over to the outside. That dug out and now traced down on the far side. Saved, and Foster will put it across. Set in the middle. Across there by Rhodes. And that hit out of bounds by Foster. Make it 7-5, Arthur. Serve here by Mast. Tracked down to the far side. Now set over by Constant. And there's a kill out front by Victory Sisney. And an 8-5 lead for Arthur. The serve here. Ricochets back up. Now set in the middle, and that's inside the back line. Off the hit from Rhodes, make it a 9-5 lead. So Mast with the serve. Played back up front. Set to the outside. That's tipped across by Sisney. And then put back into the net. It's 10-5. And timeout to Calumet. Back in 1 minute. You're watching the NACA. So Mast with the serve out of the timeout. Now sent back across. That clears, and 11-5 lead. Serve here from Mast. Playing back on the near side, tipped across by Landcrone. Put over by Sisney. Put across, Mast with a good save. And this played back in the middle, and once again, good save from Arthur, that time by Kaufman. Back in the middle, Foster, played by Yoder. To the outside, Sisney. Now set over to the middle, and another kill, this time for Haley Rhodes. Play back to the near side, that's just set across. That blocked up front. In the middle, Rhodes again. That goes off the ceiling, somehow saved by Isinger. And we have a double hit on Arthur. There's Lily Wiersma back in. (12-6). There is an ace for Sophia Foster. Foster's serve here is another ace. Make it 12-8. That goes into the net. Now 13-8 Arthur. Serve from Miller. Played to the outside, hit there by Landcrone, then set back across. Back set. Now an opportunity for Arthur, and then set back across from that back line by Foster. Out front, and another kill for Healy Rhodes. Serve here by Miller once again. Set to the middle. That's blocked out of bounds. Make it 14-9. Hannah James back in. It's played back to the middle. Now Patriots just set it up. That hit on the far side, and it goes off of Yoder for another kill, making it 14-10. Serve played back on the near side. That's a good kill again for Haley Rhodes. Haley just does a nice job of hitting around blocks, finding open spots on the floor. Now she'll get set to serve. 15-10. That blocked up front. And that hit into the nets. Should be 16-10. As Rhodes will get set to serve. That goes into the net. So now 16-11 once they get this whole thing figured out. Back in for Arthur comes Chloe Mast. Now this. So Lancrone's serve is an ace, make it 16-12. Set to Yoder on the outside. Tug out, now sent back over. Set in the middle, Yoder hammers and dug out again. That back line, now Foster. Right back up front. To the outside, that's blocked. In the middle, tip back over. Set to the outside, put over there by Sisney. In the middle, Yoder, that dug out. To the outside, Sisney, that's played again. Back to the outside, and what a dig on that back line by Mast. That hammered and finally in that far corner. 17-12. Boy, that's a round of applause from everybody in here for that point. That might have been the best point of the entire tournament so far. Serve here from Sisney as on a play. I think it's 17-13. And that serve goes into the net. Now 18-13. And for Calumet is Diana Esparza. Kaufman with the serve. Play back in the near side. That's in along the far sideline. Sophia Foster with the kill. So 18-14. Set to the outside. Yoder just tips it over. Back in the middle. Set across. That's still played. Now to the outside. That is in that back corner. So 18-15. So Kennedy Penwit to serve. And that's an ace. Make it 18-16. And a timeout to Arthur. Back in 1 minute. You're watching the NACA. Penwit's serve. Played far side, just bumped across there by Sisney. Back up to Foster, played back out. That hit off the top of the net. Back in the middle, Foster, that's it on the far side. 18-17 off another kill for Sophia. Sophia played to the near side. That's set out of bounds. We're tied at 18. Served by Penwitz. Played by Kaufman to the outside, and a kill there for Ava Yoder. 19-18, the lead for Arthur. And Aaron Mannion in for Calumet. Serve here by Yoder. Played now into the middle. That's tipped across and in. And we're tied at 19. Serve here by Isinger, played up front. That's tipped down and in. And a 20-19 lead for Calumet. So Isinger with the serve. Set back in the middle, and another kill for Haley Rhodes. Boy, Haley has just played a fantastic match. Now back tied at 20. Lindsay Mast with the serve. Play back in the near side. Down to the middle. Rhodes had that blocked. Set up again. Rhodes fires. That's dug out on the near side. Then tip back down for Victory Sisney. It's 21-20, the lead for Arthur. It's played back to the near side. And that hit into the nets. So we're tied at 21. Sophia Foster to serve. That goes into the net. Now 22-21. Arthur with the lead. Keisha Miller to serve. It's played to the outside and now set up for Sisney. That goes into the net. We're tied at 22. So Hannah James back in for Calumet. Here, tracked down and put over. Set in the middle, that hit out of bounds. 23-22, Arthur with the advantage. Arthur did take set one, working on closing out the match here, but a lot of work left to do. That hit off the top of the net by Foster. Now in the middle, Yoder. That didn't touch the ceiling, although it came close. Back to the middle, Yoder again, and that will fall in for a kill. Now 24-22. And we're up to match point. So timeout to Arthur. We're back with 1 minute here from the NACA. (24-22), and the serve here from Rhodes. Set back over, and that's in. So make it 24-23. Still match point is back to serve for Calumet. Is Caitlin Landcrone. Serve here, play to the outside. Yoder fires, and that'll do it. 25-23 is the final, as Arthur takes it in two very hard-fought sets. We'll be back here in just a little bit with the Division IV championship. We'll get there, I believe, 3:30 Eastern time. You've been watching the NACA National Championship Tournament.